Good morning, Year 4. This is our English writing lesson. Today we are talking about simile. So, simile is a writing technique that we use to help build a picture in our reader's mind to make our description a bit more interesting. And we tend to use as and like, because a simile is when we make a comparison to something. And we use these words to help us compare two things together. So, I've got two sentences here. They both tell the reader that it's cold, but one of them is a simile. We have, it was cold. Second sentence, it was as cold as the Arctic. So the Arctic is something that we know really, really cold. So it's not just a little bit cold, it must be freezing. So I think this sentence here adds more detail and makes my description of something being cold a bit more interesting. And you can see in this sentence here, we have used a simile because I've compared it, the feeling of the cold, I've compared it to the Arctic by using the word as. So, now we know what a simile is, let's have a think about how we can use similes in our adventure stories. So, we are writing an adventure story based on maybe tomb raiding or Egyptology, like Howard Carter was an Egyptologist. And in your activity today, I've asked you to describe an antagonist. I hope you remember what that is. A protagonist is the good guy in a story, and the antagonist is the opposite, so it's the bad guy in the story. The word protagonist and antagonist are antonyms, they mean the opposite thing. So, the antagonist, the bad guy in my adventure story, is going to be our mummy that comes out of a tomb and comes back to life, who tries to hurt our Egyptologist. So I want to describe that mummy. I want to make him sound quite scary. So, let's have a think of a sentence. I'm going to call the mummy the Thing, because we don't know its name yet. We haven't looked around its tomb to see if it had a name. So, the Thing. And I've given the word thing a capital letter because I'm using the word thing as the name of the monster, as the name of the mummy. So it's a proper noun in this sentence, which is a bit weird, isn't it? The thing, oh, what's it doing? The thing crawled. Crawl. The thing crawled through and they're in a tomb. So the thing crawled through the tomb. The spelling of tomb is a strange one. It's tomb, but you pronounce it tomb. It's a bit of a funny spelling. It isn't spelled how it sounds. The thing crawled through the tomb. And now we want to use our simile. The thing crawled through the tomb, as silently, because it's going to creep up on our Egyptologist without them knowing, silently, as, and I want to think of something that's really quiet. The thing crawled through the tomb as silently as a mouse. Okay. So I've got a simile. I've used the words as to compare how it's crawling, silently crawling, to a mouse, which are known for being really quiet. But, I'm not sure if my first thought in this sentence is my best thought, because I think mice, they're kind of cute and fluffy. So as well as being silent, my reader's probably got the image of a cute fluffy mouse in their head, and my mummy, my thing, my monster, is supposed to be scary. So I'm going to edit this sentence. I don't think that was the best simile I could have written. The thing crawled through the tomb as silently as... I need something that crawls, is creeping, is quite quiet. As a snake. Snake. Ooh, or maybe spider. What do you think? Send me a little message. Which one should I use in my silent? The thing crawled through the tomb as silently as a snake? Or does this one sound better? The thing crawled through the tomb as silently as a spider. You tell me. I'm not sure which one I should use there, but I think they're both better than my first thought, which was mouse. So I've used the word as to write a simile. Let's have a go now at using the word like to write one. So, the mummy, my monster, my antagonist. The mummy, the me. What could my mummy be doing that's quite scary? The mummy, growled. The mummy growled, and I'm not using as this time, I'm going to use the word like to write a simile. The mummy growled like... what's something quite scary that growls? Like a wolf? What would make that scarier? Like a hungry wolf. That would be scary, wouldn't it? Like a hungry wolf. Okay, so here I've written a simile by using the word like. So, have a go in your writing now to write some similes about our antagonist, but don't just write your first thought. Have a think about what you've written like I did. Maybe write a few different ideas down, and then you can choose your favourite ones. What you think give the reader the kind of scary feeling about your monster. Okay? I don't just want one or two ideas. I want you to think of quite a few, because sometimes our first thought isn't our best thought.